Hello, welcome to MGP626. It's me, Pab, and with me this week is Sheepdog and Anna. Say hello, folks.
Hello.
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 We're both. Well, I thought I was poorly, and then Anna's went up to me by doing a salad fingers impression.
You've,
This is it. This is all I've got. I haven't been anywhere. I haven't seen anyone. But this is my voice at the moment. So apologies.
We did offer to let her have the week off, but Kev took that offer and made her come in his place.
Yes,
She doesn't even have an excuse. I have post MCM con cold bug stuff, and have sort of taken everything in the house so that I can, even things that aren't for colds, just so that I can be available for about half an hour before I just keel over. But yeah, no, Anna didn't attend MCM, did you? So I'm guessing that Kev just like collected all the germs up and then spat them in your face when he got home or something.
Oh no, this is me. I've been sick for like a month now. And now my voice. This is what I've got. So
We had agreed that you'll only talk for a little bit because I think it's going to be hard work for you. So yeah, how you doing, Pab? You all right?
I'm all right. I want to know how Comic-Con was because I missed it again, and I wanted to go.
I know. So I was there all of the days. I love my Comic-Con routine because I get there on the Thursday night and help set up, and it's all buzzy and great. And I happen to. So this year, two of the big things that were absolutely everywhere were Silksong and Expedition 33, which is quite funny because when I went to Comic-Con in May, I was probably 2 weeks off finishing Expedition 33 and expected it to be everywhere. And all I heard was that one little group walked around dressed in the baguette costume. But this year, one of my friends said to me, "Why are there so many French people carrying baguettes around this convention this year?" And I had to explain to them that was because they're all wearing the Expedition 33 costume. But yeah, on that night, I was setting up the table and I saw this beautiful picture of Hornet from Silksong and bought it immediately the next morning. Didn't even look around. I was just like, right, I'm getting that one. It was great, but I saw it everywhere. Then after that, so many other people had drawn the same sort of thing. Yeah, it was just nice to see so many people dressed as the characters from both of those games. I saw someone dressed as Monoko from Expedition 33. It was like a really spot on.
Very
like
good.
Genuinely, for if I didn't know I was at Comic-Con and I was wandering around or I was a little bit tipsy or something, I might have assumed it was definitely him because it looked really, really like spot on and realistic. It was so impressive. Yeah, the event itself was very, very cool. I didn't message Kev in advance because I wasn't sure if he was definitely coming. And then when he arrived on the Sunday, he was a little bit grumpy with me because this year it had enormous Lego stands that were selling tons of sets, and it also had loads of sets that weren't out yet to just kind of show off. And I don't think he could buy them. I wasn't 100% sure if he did buy any of them. I know that he got kind of caught up there. We were supposed to be on stage doing our talk on the Sunday, and he arrived just before it kicked off because he was busy at the Lego stall. He was, he said to me, "Why don't you tell me about all these stalls that were here?" And I kind of thought, well, that could have gone either way. Like if you'd have said, "Oh, I can't make it on Sunday because of the Football Manager stuff he needed to do," or whatever it was, and I'd been sending him all the information I had about all the Lego that was there, then it'd have been like, "You swine, you're teasing me." Whereas, if I didn't send him it and he turned up, then he got the excitement of seeing it all. But yeah, it was cool to see, and hopefully that is a mainstay from now on because it will entice you to come along as well with him. Trying to think what else was there. The EGX stuff was there again, like it was previously, but I would say that it has got smaller and smaller and smaller each time.
Again,
Someone I know was manning one of the Resd stages and talking about games there. They had a lot of indie games there, which is nice to see, but there wasn't any. As far as I can recall, there wasn't any big stands that were standing out with brand new. I mean, I don't know if there's anything particularly coming out right now that would have been likely to show there, but
Oh,
I don't recall any games being advertised there that were big releases before Christmas or whatever. They mainly had big stalls up for like there's a big One Punch Man thing there because obviously that's just come back to Crunchyroll. It's only subtitles at the moment though, so I'm waiting for it to be dubbed. But they had a machine there you could punch to try and score the highest. I didn't have a
course there
go on
was.
it because I wasn't feeling
No?
very up to it. I wish I
Oh.
had. They also had a racing sim there that you could try and set the fastest lap on, which we were trying to get my friend to have a go on because he's really good at racing. I can't remember what that was for now, but it was some sort of F1 lap you could do on it.
Huh.
I'm trying to think what else really to cover off. They had the wrestling stall there again. I saw Tim was there. I was going to message you
Really?
that, but then
Excellent.
again, I thought I don't want to tease you, make you feel like I'm gloating or something.
Yeah.
What else would there be? What else do you want to know about it? Anything particular?
No, not nothing. I just wanted to see what whether we're building back up to the heady days of what was that 5 years ago now? Was it 2019ish? Probably the last one where it was like in its full strength sort of thing before it got
I
cancelled
would
and
say,
parted down a little bit.
I would say that like it's definitely over its post-COVID
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a uncertainty about like how much space they could give to stuff, or people just
Yes.
weren't really sure. But it's definitely over that now. There's absolutely tons of stalls there. It's properly it's really rammed with stuff. It's got, as I say, having the EGX bit on there that I mentioned before. It means that it's really beefed up with games. It's got its left field collection and stuff like that. Those little little corridor of
Yes.
white walls you can walk down. They had that there.
Yep.
They have all the usual, big stalls of the, like the Asian area where it's like you can buy clothes, you
Yes.
can buy
Yeah.
kitchenware and that kind of thing. I did watch a video on it's TikTok or YouTube, one of them. Somebody was walking around from stall to stall, counting how many stalls were selling stuff off AliExpress, and it was funny watching that because to me they were having a little moan as to like, oh, how's this allowed? And I kind of wanted to. I didn't reply, but I thought to myself, it does realise that this is what the companies are doing anyway. All they're doing is cutting out the middleman and selling it there. There wasn't, it wasn't like he was saying this stuff's all hooky or whatever. It was just they've gone and bought a job lot of this off there and brought it here and sold it here. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, I could have done that if I'd wanted 500 of the little figurine I brought it, but I only wanted one of them. So it just seemed a bit of an odd thing to be moaning about. It's funny watching the video, thinking he's got a bit of a point if it is bent stuff that's not real. But I mean, I'm buying artwork made by an artist as well. I'm buying like figurines. Some are 3D printed, are really cool. They had like a Pokemon stand where I think they were 3D printed, but they were like well made. They've kind of polished them a bit and finished them. So I've got this really nice Lugia model that I liked. I'd seen it last time and didn't get it, so I'd gone back to get it straight away that day.
Excellent. Very good.
I'll tell you who's never turned up, who's never reared their egg. Their head, sorry, egg. I don't know why I said egg there. Actually, I haven't seen the bullet with your name on, man. I feel like
I think he
COVID
moved
might
out of
have
that business. I feel like we saw him doing something different one time, and we went, "Oh, is that the?"
I was going to say COVID claimed the business, not him, by the way. I feel like he knows what's got the bullet with his name on. I wasn't trying to say that he hadn't survived COVID. I feel like his business didn't. I suppose there wasn't many, calls for bullets during COVID. But maybe he's stockpiling. Maybe he knows that the world's taking a turn. It's World War III could be on the way, and he's just stockpiling his arms so that he can sell everyone their bullet with their name on, so they can survive. I don't know, but I feel like he'd be the ultimate sign that nature has healed and everything's back to how it was, because we haven't seen him for a long old time. But yeah, no, it was good con. I feel like I sold a decent amount of my comic.
Excellent. Very good.
Saw lots of people that I knew there, which was really fun. I felt a little bit old when I went in the creator room to get a cup of tea, and everyone in there was a good 20 years younger than me. I feel like, obviously, I've been in rooms where I'm 20 years older than everybody else before. I was a teacher, for God's sakes, but I don't know. I felt like going in there to get a cup of tea. I just thought to myself, hang on a minute.
Was it?
Everyone in here is like early 20s.
Was it like the last time I went to Sheepdog with you, and we were sat in that room, and there were people around us doing TikToks around us, and it felt, and we were just sat there, and then occasionally. Didn't somebody find us in one
Yeah,
of the
because we were trying to
TikToks?
leave
We were
and we
just trying
kept
to get out
wandering
the
in different
background, and we
directions.
wandered around the back of someone doing a TikTok dance or something.
I tried to dash behind a TikToker who was, two of them were singing into a phone, and I waited till they were really close to it because I assumed that would then block the background. I tried to do what I would consider a quick dash behind them, but they just stopped
Yeah.
everything and started laughing at me because I must have looked ridiculous. I did go back there the next morning, and there were more people like me, so bald fellas, glasses. A couple of them had really expensive looking costumes on, so I just thought, oh, good for them. They're probably coming here to go all out, but they're having their morning coffee in there at like opening time, and there wasn't a 20-year-old in sight because they're probably all still sleeping off the hangovers from the night before. But no, it's a good atmosphere. I do love being at MCM. I'm thinking of going to the Birmingham one in December, I
End
think
of
it's, yeah.
November, is it?
Um,
One of them, yeah.
we're selling there, so well, the book's selling there, so I was going to go there to sell that, but I'm thinking I might get the kids to come as well, get Mrs. Sheepdog to bring them, and then I'll either tag along with them to go home, or I'll just stay out for a couple of days and come home on my own. But yeah, no, as always, Comic Con is awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, a
Very
great time.
good. I am. It's in the cards for me to actually try and get to one next year. I'm going to try and get to at least one.
Yeah, we need to
now.
get you
I've
two
missed
back
too
on
many
them.
now. I've missed too
Someone
many
said
now.
to me, are you not doing anything Saturday? And I was like, nah, Pab and Anna ain't here, and Kev's busy with Football Manager.
We're long overdue a trip back to the museum, the Natural History Museum that we did
The
once.
jam shop.
Yes. Jam shopping. Got to be back on the list at some point. It taints it a little bit knowing the fact that I can just order it all online now.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I can do that. I was going to take Mrs. Sheepdog there in a couple of weeks. I've got that fancy dress party, and I was thinking I might have to go jam shopping while I'm down there. But you're right, I could just order it off the internet.
Yeah, it's not the same. No, it isn't the same. But yeah.
So, did you get up to much over the weekend when I was gallivanting?
Me? Don't know. Don't think so. No, I was at home doing my usual stuff, really. Because we're trying to rush things along a little bit because we don't want to keep Anna and Sheepdog on too long. Anna, what would you like to say? Have you got anything
I
urgent?
I spent the weekend playing The Outer Worlds 2.
Oh yes,
'cause
excellent.
I paid for early access, which was 5 days. I couldn't play it till 5, which was annoying.
5
6,
p.m.
sorry. Which was
Wow,
very annoying.
that is late.
I was like, yeah, I'll get, because I waited up till 12,
Yeah,
and then it wasn't out, and I was like, oh, that's annoying. And then I checked again, it was like 17 hours and something minutes. I was like, oh my god, I can't play till 6. So yeah, I started it at like 6:10. On, when was 5 days ago? What day are we on now?
Thursday, 5 days ago.
So
Saturday?
Friday.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 'cause it came out. I think it was like yesterday. So yeah, I got it 5 days early. I've played it for, according to the game, 24 hours, which isn't bad.
Good.
I have been putting time in it. So yeah, it's much like the first. If anyone's played the first, the style is obviously the same, the art is the same, the wit and the ha 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 is the same. But in this one there are riffs. I don't know what the riffs are because I've only just like found out something about the riffs, and I'm 24 hours in. But
Wow.
basically, you are in a team, and your team is sent out to do something, and when you're on that job, someone sabotages you, and you're supposed to be dead, but instead you jump into a life support pod, and you are pushed into space. and no one has found you for 10 years. So a bit like what's it called? What's the other space game?
Starfield.
No, the other one. Oh my god, what's it called? With
The other
Shepard.
space. Mass Effect.
Yes, so basically in Mass Effect 2, you're like died in space. This is like comparison. I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So you are found again by one of your old team, and basically you go on a revenge mission. But obviously my missions are not always straight. I go over there and I go over here and I go and find everything else.
Yeah.
So you've got your companions, obviously. It did take me a good 20 hours to find all of my companions. I accidentally did that. I didn't know I was like with these characters I met. I didn't know they were going to be my companions until a lot later, and I was like, oh, okay, they're not like they're not there like I saw them. They're actually like integrated into the game and what they're doing,
Yeah.
and it's like quite cool. So I have all them. In this one, you still have a robot as one of your companions, like in the first one. You still have your like, I want to say like VATS, like your slow down
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But there is also new mechanics brought in using that kind of equipment. I'm not going to say what they are because obviously it's just come out, but yeah, there are new things to use, which obviously add another layer to the game because you're obviously thinking about what you can use them for. Obviously there's guns. The guns are just normal guns, but obviously you've got like your elemental ones and they're all flashy and whatnot, like when you're holding them. You can put them away, which I do like because sometimes you're walking around, you don't always want a gun out. And I have only been to, at the moment, only 2 planets and 1 spaceship area. I'm sure there's going to be more because obviously this is how the games work. But yeah, two planets at the moment. But like I said, I've spent 24 hours on just the 2 planets. So there's a lot to do on these planets. One of them is very floral and has lots of like plants and stuff, and the other one is warm tone but has massive crystals everywhere, and again also very colourful with lots of things going on. But yeah, there is a lot of reading. I found in this game a lot of like computers, and you have to read a lot. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, to
Like
get
required reading.
kind of, yeah, because so you know what's going
Okay.
on. Obviously I'm not too bad at reading. It's outside, like if I had to read something out loud, that's where I get stuck. But with reading I'm fine, but it's fine. Like I was like, okay, I'll just read it. It's not loads, but there's enough. I was like, this 9. I like because I prefer it to be in like a recorded message or something, so
An
I can
audio
listen
log.
to
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and carry on. But I got stuck with because obviously this game has this mechanic where if you do something, I don't know how it works. Like it's just a random thing, you get a floor. Now you don't have to. You don't have to take the floor. You can say no. But I said yes to one very early on, and it said, "Oh, you get an extra skill, an extra point to put into skills." I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to have 3 each time." Yeah, don't say yes to that one, because now
Okay.
everything has to be the same number. So, like, say I've got hack at 4, and I have, I don't know, leadership at 2. I can't move on until everything in that list, because it's quite a long list, is at the same level. And I took it very early on, and I didn't realise until I played it for an extra 4 hours, and I was like, I can't go back, because I did like a big thing, and I was like, I can't bother to go back. So I've stuck with it. It is annoying, but that's just the way it crumbles. I know next time not to take that, but they might not come up for you. It's just one of them random things that comes up, and you don't have to take them, but some of them do give you a good outcome. But I just went, oh yeah, I'll have an extra one, but now everything has to be the same. So I think it's like called Jack of all trades. So everything has to be the same level. When everything is the same level, I can start upping my levels. But again, if everything can only go up by one, and then everything has to go up, and it is really annoying. But like I'm level 17, it's fine. It just makes me play the game in a different way, and I have to find different ways in. Like nothing has blocked the story as of such. Like I have been able to finish your story missions, even if I don't have them skill checks, which is fine. But yeah, it's just more of the same, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm on the PlayStation. It's very
good.
weird.
Oh yes,
Starting up and
that's
seeing
right.
Xbox, so like,
Yeah.
it's a bit weird. It is a bit
Well,
choppy. It is a bit, but I enjoy the Outer Worlds, and like they're putting out updates nearly every day, especially since it came out yesterday. There's been like 2 updates already, so yeah,
excellent. Very good.
I'll just
Very
keep
good.
playing that. Yep, that is me
Good.
done because my
Good.
voice is going.
No, that is you did excellent, and I'm not going to press you for questions this week and stuff.
Yeah, impressive work.
Okay.
I've done. Like I say, I'm surprised it hasn't grabbed me. To be honest with you, it's kind of just come out and snuck out for me. I didn't even realize. The only you mentioned it last week that it was coming. I was like, already. I don't know why I think in November, but I played Avowed, and that's I can't believe they've put who is it now? Who's making this game? Why am I suddenly drawing a blank on it now?
Same people that did New Vegas.
Yes, and I can't remember the name. And
Oh
it's
my god,
driving me
what is their
insane.
name? Yeah, everyone will know if like Oblivion, Obsidian.
Obsidian, that is the one. There you go. So yeah, I was thinking Oblivion as well. I was like, I know it's not
Yeah.
Oblivion. Obsidian. Obsidian have put 3 games out this year.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane to me. And like not just any games. They've put like 2 big open world RPGs out in Avowed and now Outer Worlds 2, but they've also put out the survival game that they did. Why am I doing? I say suddenly mine's gone blank completely now. What's the one where where you get shrunk down that Sheepdog knows about?
Grounded.
Grounded 2. Put that one out as well into early access this year as well, which is crazy. But I played out Avowed, and I loved Avowed. I really did like Avowed. I didn't even get anywhere near finishing it.
Mhm.
So you'd have thought I would have been like, oh yeah, Outer Worlds 2. Yep, I like the first one, and then I just haven't, and I don't think I will get it at some point. I'll get it at some point when it's cheaper now. At this point, I just think I'll just wait. There's a lot of stuff going on at the minute. There's a lot of games out at the minute. Still Yote, which I haven't touched again in now 2 weeks. Pokemon, which we'll get onto that, shall we? Pokemon's annoyed me.
Go on, what happened?
It's not Z2A, is it?
Yeah.
I got duped.
Yeah.
I've been sold a false bill of goods.
When you said the other week what you're up to, and I said I was on F.
When you said you were, did you say? I'm sure you said you were on D, and I went, bloody hell, you've played that game a lot. And I was like,
I did say
impossible.
wait and see.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna. I don't even know if it's worth spoiling, but you don't. It annoyed me the fact that you don't necessarily
It's not a
rank all of
spoiler as
all.
such, I
You don't
suppose.
rank through. You don't go through all the ranks of Z2A. You don't go through 26 ranks.
Yeah,
You
for
get
some
fast. You get
absurd
fast tracked at a
reason,
certain point,
the plot
just
just
because you do
basically says,
one good fight.
yeah, if you beat me, I'll jump you to F, and then they jump you forward. I don't know
Yeah.
whether you get jumped back at all, but I'm at rank C at the
I
moment,
doubt
and
it. I doubt
I
it.
haven't played it much this week. I started it a
Yeah.
bit tonight. I caught some Pokemon, had a bit of a wander around. I didn't really feel the call of it because I've not been very well. I kind of slept a lot, and I was very delirious at one point. I was I was just completely out of it, and I was just talking nonsense. But whenever I had kind of time to be awake and with it, I was playing Silk Song and just failing miserably at the bosses. Like I wasn't well enough to do it, so I was just failing over and over again. So I started exploring a bit. I'd find another boss. I'd fail at that over and over again. Today I must be getting a bit better because I suddenly beat a boss I'd been stuck on, and then made huge progress with like lots of different bits and bobs that I could do at that point. But once I'd kind of done that and I'd run out of energy, I was like, oh, I'll fire up Pokemon, and then all I did was walk around like Habitat 16 and 17, I think it was. The game told me to go and speak to someone and do something or other, but I just thought I'll do the story later on. But I don't know. I'm not into it or anything like that. I don't know if I just haven't got the energy or what. But I need to get on that sometime in the next week and hopefully finish it. I've not heard any kind of revelations or like I've been avoiding spoilers and that, but sometimes you just hear a bit of hype if the story's had anything big in it. But I get the impression this is not going to be as groundbreaking as Legends Arceus was.
No, I don't get that feeling either from playing it. I don't think it just had a certain like quirky uniqueness, Legends Arceus, compared to this, which this feels much more like a run of the mill Pokemon game to me than Arceus did. And yeah, I've probably put maybe another couple of hours into it, and again, just been grinding levels, not really doing much, grinding levels for each Pokemon. One of my friends who's got the game, and she said, "Oh, can I trade? Can I trade with you? Because I want to get an Alakazam." And sure, sure. And so I happen to have a Kadabra as well. I was like, there you go. We'll both trade out. So we did that, and then we did the same with a Haunter to get a Gengar. And done
There's
that now. So
wild Gengars at some point, but
is there?
yeah, but I don't know about Alakazam and that.
Yeah, I know there's wild Kadabras about. Yeah, so it just seemed convenient timing that he asked me to do a trade, and I was like, oh well, while we're here, we might as well do the Haunter as well, and get that one done because I knew I had a Haunter
Ollie keeps
sat in
asking
there.
me like, you wanted this, that, and the other, and I think I only had a couple of the ones that I think he was sending them to me, and I was sending them back because I didn't have them myself. So I do need him to sort me out some later.
Yeah. I will put more time into. This is the first game I've actually played handheld, but I don't know if I mentioned
I've
that
only
last
been
week.
playing this handheld, and
I know I haven't been playing it at all, and I haven't played this. This is the first time it's come out of the dock. Switch.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. Sorry, I've been getting the Switch 2 out of the dock for this one, but I hadn't.
Yeah.
I think I played Cult of the Lamb handheld a little bit until my youngest wanted to play it with me, so then that went back in the dock. But yeah, Pokemon I played entirely handheld so far.
Usually play it on the telly with the Pro Controller.
I think that'll get me back into it more if I do that. Like once I've stopped, because I think when I'm playing on the telly, I'm playing Silk Song, and then when someone else wants the telly, I fire up Pokemon. But I think once I'm done
enough.
Silk Song or I've got more reign of the telly, I'll probably full screen Pokemon and feel a bit bit better. But they're the main things I played this week. I know we were chatting a little bit before the podcast about how Pocket TCG has changed about a bit, and suddenly it's calling everything. Apparently, it's a year since it came out, so it's calling everything from the past year. The I don't know if I called it the A pack or the A whatever, and now it's moved on to the B series. But I'm hoping that they're still available for a bit because I'm like, I think 3 short on half the packs, and the most recent 2 or 3 I'm about 30 short because I've just gone off it big time. But I need to get back on it and fill them up.
Okay. I just literally do my 2 a day, 2 packs a day, collect all me daily things for it, login bonuses and do me wonder picks and do all that sort of thing, and then I'm out again. It's just
I
one
need
of
to
them
get
little
to a
things I
better
like to
morning
do.
routine. I think I'm back at work and everything, but I haven't recreated my get up, do my cards, do my Neopets and all of that. I haven't got back into that routine yet, really. Maybe I should. But
Indeed.
yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else I played. I feel like there are other games I had a go on, but for the life of me, I can't remember what they are. Like, I feel like I've just been helping my youngest play all sorts of different things, but maybe once I played a bit more of them, I'll talk about them next week. But
Indeed.
have you played
Well,
anything else this week, or are you pretty much done as well?
I have played some stuff. I've played there's potentially a Sheepdog for something toppling me game of the year right now. But before we get to that, I'll mention that I've got Secure Boot to finally work on my PC. And you're gonna go, what's Secure Boot now, aren't you? You're gonna say that.
Isn't I thought that was something to do with
What
Windows
is it?
11, but go on.
So yes, it is. I think it is. But it's it's something in the BIOS. It's basically something that's like another. It's like another security measure which stops cheaters in multiplayer games. No, this is all because because Battlefield 6 came out, and Battlefield 6 there was a requirement, and many other games, I think Valorant has it now as well, to have Secure Boot on in your BIOS on your computer, and mine wasn't on, and I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. I did so many different things to get it to come on, and there's all these different articles on how to do it, and I've spoke to multiple people like in the Discord that I'm in, and they say, "Oh, this is how you do it. Here's an article for you. Go through it all." Doesn't work. You want another solution? It was turn it off and on again.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe that was a solution because it's just set. You go into the BIOS and it just says you go into the BIOS. It says it's on, it's all working. You log in, you set up. You go into the setup and forget, log to your computer on and what have you. You go into Windows 11 and the system stuff, and it says it's off. So I go back into the BIOS, and it's saying it's all on. So I turned the Secure Boot from standard, which it's set to custom, and then switched it back again, and that just fixed it. I was like, I wished I'd known. I'd not spent all this time trying to do stuff in the BIOS, in the system settings, and what have you, trying to get this to work when it was just an off and on again sort of thing. Anyway, so I have played Battlefield 6. I've played probably about 4 or 5 hours, maybe, of Battlefield 6. It isn't a ton, but it's a harrowing game. It's one of them games that's like all multiplayer sort of thing, big scale battles, tanks, planes, jeeps, quads, micro scooters, might as well be, for the amount of different vehicles you have in this game. Um, and yeah, it is very much a Battlefield game where you just have a lot of people around you, and I predominantly played the conquest mode where you have to take a certain number of locations on a gigantic map, and you have to hold those locations, and then you just kind of tick their player numbers down, and then that's how you win. I'm not good at the game. If anything, I'm god awful at the game because the recoil on the game is just incredibly tight, like really hard to control the guns. I think it's something you need to get used to. So I'm using guns with I'm on single fire shots rather than auto fire because I just can't handle the guns. I tried with a controller. I thought I'll put a controller in because on Call of Duty that's all I use. I use a controller and I'm fine with it. Like nope, really cannot use a controller with it. So I'm back on mouse and keyboard. And yeah, it's a Battlefield game where stuff gets destroyed, walls get destroyed. I was hid in a corner of a complex, like with my back in the corner, back against the wall, and then that's up, just back against the wall, facing a door, just waiting for people to come in. And then the person I was playing with said, "Go watch your back," and I looked around, and the actual wall behind me had been blown out. So I was just stood up in the corner just for everyone to see. and I didn't even notice it. You just hear explosions and bangs all the time everywhere. Tanks and planes and helicopters and everything smashing around you. And I was just so focused on the door, I didn't even realize that the entire like wall behind me had gone, and I was just stood there, just completely open to get got. I didn't know. So played a smaller game mode, the smaller map mode as well, which I feel like it's more like a team deathmatch kind of thing than the other modes. I feel like I was more at home with that. And like I say, I was playing this like the time I was playing this, I kept thinking, I think I preferred playing Call of Duty like I was last year. But I just like I like like one of these kind of games. I just like them. So I will continue to just pop into this every now and again, see what the update is. There is a battle royale mode come out actually for it this week, but it didn't update in time for me to play it, unfortunately. So I've not had a chance to play it, but I will. I've played the battle royale mode before next week. I would have thought. Um, yes, the other thing that I've played, which I don't think it will topple Expedition
Yeah, you got me
33 right now.
intrigued here.
A game called Dispatch. Have you heard of Dispatch? Anna, I mentioned it to you last week after the show.
I have heard it. I
Yes.
have seen bits about it.
Yes. It is made by a studio who is ex-Telltale.
Mm.
It is very much a Telltale-esque game where you are watching a fully animated story going on, and you are making choices for these characters in the moment, and it is very, very good. It's episodic. Initially launched with 2 episodes, and then 2 episodes are coming out each week until the full 8 episodes are released. I think I've played now the first 3 because there's 1 and 2 came out last week. This week, as of recording, the 3 and 4 came out. I've played, like I say, I played 3 of those. I've got to play episode 4 before next week. By next week's recording, 5 and 6 will be out, so hopefully I'll have played that as well. I'll have more to say next week. But yeah, it's just a very, very good game. The animation, the artwork, the voice acting, the music, story, the writing, everything is just very good, very funny. Just a really quality game. And in between you, so to start off, you are an ex superhero who is he's, I want to say he's a superhero without powers, sort of thing. He's a superhero with a suit, with a mech suit. He is Mecha Man, and he has a suit, but his suit gets destroyed. So he goes into I think it's Superhero Dispatch Network, where he has a team of he gets assigned a team of ex villains who are trying to like right the wrong sort of thing, and he's like I think they're called the Z team or whatever it is, and he has a team of those, and he has to dispatch these now heroes to jobs. So in between, like they say, these like animated story kind of moments where you're just making conversation decisions, like with it, you have 2 sessions a day, like a morning and afternoon session of dispatching. And to do that, you have a row of in the bottom of your screen. You have like images of all of your heroes at your disposal, and then you have a map of the city up in front of you. And then on the map will pop up like an emergency sort of thing, and you click it and someone will say, "Oh, whatever, some people are breaking into this bank or whatever. Yeah, we need you to disperse these criminals or whatever, and stop them from getting away or whatever it is." So you've got to then send your heroes to this crime to do this. So it gives you like clues in the description of what is required of your superhero to successfully stop this crime happening. And then each superhero has stats. So it's like, let's have a look. I've got the stats written down. They are as follows. combat, vigor, mobility, charisma, and intellect. So they all have stats. So you've obviously, if you need someone who's going to chase after some criminals, you need someone with high mobility, or you need someone who's going to beat some people up. You need someone with combat or some vigor who's going to need to take a beating, sort of thing, some strength and that intellect. You need someone who's going to talk someone down from something. You need someone like that, or charisma. Charisma is also a good one, but intellect it's all these sort of things, and it's like is it like a I want to say a star chart. Is it a star? Is such thing as a star chart, Sheepdog? I think you might know this.
You mean like what star sign you are, or do you mean
No,
like
like a
stars in
star graph, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking. Maybe I'm misthinking of what it is.
the
Like
star
it's got.
charts for like the constellations and that?
Yeah, no. I'm thinking more like it's got all these stats in like a graph, and it shows you like where the strengths are, and it makes like a shape of what they
Oh
are.
right, yeah. Like I'm trying to think what they're
I
called.
can't
Don't
think
mean
what they're
Pokemon doesn't
called.
get me
Spider
judgy, but
graph? Is it a spider graph?
Possibly. I genuinely don't know. I could have just made a star graph up. I just could have. That's what I was thinking. What it was, but it was. Anyway, so each like mission sort of thing, each like quest requires a certain stats to fit in the right thing. So you need to send the right heroes to do the right to do the right jobs, sort of thing. And if they work right, um, if you do it right, sort of thing, you will then gain like XP for them, and then they will level up, and then you could put extra points into those categories, and so you can make people better or stronger as you see fit. And yeah, so you do two of those a day, sort of thing, and I think each episode is a day, so to speak, of the each episode you play. And so I've done 3 days now, and yeah, it's just it is a much it is what a Telltale game for me should be in 2025. It is slicker, it runs better, it plays better. This is just the ideal way to be playing this game. Um, it is voiced. It's got quite a hefty voice cast. I think the main character is done by Aaron Paul. Jeffrey Wright is in it. Who's Jeffrey Wright? Sheepdog. Jeffrey Wright was Commissioner Gordon in the Batman film. If I remember rightly.
yes, he's
Yes, and
also in a few
he
other
was in
things, isn't he?
Westworld.
Yeah.
He was in Westworld and many other things. And there's a ton of other people in there. Laura Bailey's in it. Who did and a number of different voice acting things for games, including like Tiny Tina and all them other things. It's like I said, there's a big old cast of people voicing in this game, and yeah, like I say, I've played, like I say, the 3 episodes that I've played. This game is, like I say, solidly second right now. Sheepdog knocking on the door. Is it like this is the game? I immediately also just put it in our game recommendations channel.
I saw a little update going there. Was that this then? Yeah.
Yes, I put it in. I started playing this earlier in the week, and I was like, I need to put this in straight away. Just because Kev's not here, and I feel like Kev liked the Telltale games, didn't he? I feel like he always did.
Yeah, he loved them.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, see, I thought so. This feels like a modern take on Telltale games, like I say, and it's really good, man. It is really, really good. Like I say, it's just like top to bottom, really good. And
Is this on consoles or is it
it's on
just
Play. I know. I looked it up earlier on. It is on PlayStation. It is Steam Deck verified, so Kev has no
Okay.
excuse.
Mhm.
Kev's complaining about it. It's verified. It is verified on Steam Deck. It is on PlayStation. Just take a look at it. Decide yourself. But I just think it's superb game, and yeah, it's well worth the whatever it is, 25 quid. I think it was. I think that's good. Like I say, episodes are about an hour long. I want to say, maybe give or take. I think I've played for about three and a quarter hours. I think so, probably just over an hour each episode. So it's ideal for me for just playing. I've been playing just an episode at a time, just chipping away at it and just enjoying it. I've not been trying to rush through it all because it's not all out yet. It's another 2 weeks before it's fully out. And yeah, very good game. Other than that, that is pretty much it from me now. There's a new season of Fortnite coming out. By the time this is out, it'll be out. Simpsons based. Might prick your ears up, Sheepdog.
I saw a thing the other day or earlier about Simpsons that said I think it's Al Jean has been the showrunner on that since season 13, and they're retiring. So for the past 25 seasons, 30 seasons, where the show, to be honest, hasn't been as good as it was in the first 12 years. It's been showrun by one guy, and he's now going. And I'm thinking, I wonder if it'll change after this. Could be a good time for them to be doing all these promotions on Fortnite and everything. If they're getting a new person in, maybe we'll suddenly see a resurgence of The Simpsons all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, they're doing a new film.
Yeah, so maybe they are just going all out.
I heard about it. I don't know. So I'd wonder if they're like doing a last film sort of thing to wrap up everything and kind of not knock it on the head. But I mean, these people that are doing it ain't getting any younger, are they?
I'm not ready for them to retcon it and make Homer and Marge millennials. I feel like that would be too much.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how it is, what's involved in the new Simpsons stuff because I haven't played it yet. As of like recording, it's not out. But there is a whole new season starting, Simpsons based. I don't know what it is, but I'll let you know by next week. Anything else?
No, I think that's that.
We wrap it up. Okay. Well, there you go. I just can't do this now.
Find us on Twitter at Mgukpodcast. Find us everywhere else at Sheepdog6K.
I miss Lelujo.
There we go. And I'm at Pab 1986. There we go, folks. We got through another one, even with a mostly sick cast as well. We got a full crew of.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Good job.
I feel like we got the Daft Punk version of Hannah.
Excellent.
I'm
Did a great job.
Sorry.
No worries. Have a good week, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thanks, listeners, folks. Bye bye.